What up, beautiful people? How are we all literally doing and feeling today? Drop a comment down below and, of course, let me know. What you're about to hear next, and I say hear next because it's going to be strictly audio. It's a conversation of me and my good friend Kim in regards to speaking about Matrix, Netflix series, and everything else that deals with movies, TV series, a touch of Spider-Man, No Way Home, and so forth. She's a very passionate person that loves to binge watch and speak about TV series and, of course, literally movies. So we were speaking on the phone 2 days ago and I said, you know what, let's just record this conversation basically and put it on the gram and YouTube and see what the people think, because everyone loves to watch and, you know, TV series and everything else. So in this conversation, you're going to hear us speaking about a bit of Ozark, Gossip Girl, The Matrix Resurrections, Spider-Man No Way Home, and amongst other things. But this particular video highlights how my beautiful friend Kim, basically beautiful Kim, get me, how she really loves to speak upon basically, of course, TV series, movies, and literally, of course, everything else. So I said to her, let's put all of that beautiful energy that you have, that Taurus energy basically, into this beautiful audio podcast for everyone to listen to. That being said, check it out and, of course, listen up. Where are you?
Mhm.
All right, let me see the story. Yeah, this is the most literally funniest thing we're doing on the spot. What are you saying, Kim? Minute? Oh shit! I've only got 20% battery left, so you're kind of saved on this one, isn't it?
All right, I'm gonna put my thing on charge. I'm on 8%.
All right,
I need
cool.
to put mine on charge.
Just so you know, it's recording, isn't it?
Oh, it's recording, yeah?
Yeah,
cool.
you're
My charge is on now. It's charging. I'm good to go.
You're 30 seconds in,
Cool.
isn't it?
Oh, 7 minutes, baby. And I'll be all there.
We're gonna leave.
Right, so basically Gossip Girl is like, apparently there's one that came out like years ago, but they revamped it, so it's like Gossip Girl 2021.
Yeah.
And it's just been completely just modernized, and it's just about typical teenagers in school being the mean girls, but they flipped it though. Instead of it being the mean girls who are doing the gossip around the school, it's their teachers who are doing the gossip on them.
Mm-hmm.
But the teenagers in the school, they don't know that it's the teachers who are doing it. So can you imagine all the teachers are like bare sly. They created a account called Gossip Girl, and anything like tea, like any tea on the students, whatever, the teachers will upload it, and it's things that can be quite dramatic for them. And you know, teenagers nowadays, they get you know, think little, they lose their shit basically. And that's one of the things I'm watching at the moment, or finished. I actually finished it now. Actually, it's got like 9 or 10 episodes. And what else there again?
That's kind of mad.
Yeah, Ozark. Huh?
That's kind of mad still, man. Just kind of mad still, like what you said, how the show is, man. That's kind of like it. I swear, didn't it used to be a movie and then they rebooted the movie or a TV series? Because I've heard it before.
What I'm thinking. I was saying it to my sister. My sister was like, really? She said, oh, they've changed the whole narrative of it. And I was like, because I do remember, the thing is, when I think about it, I think it was a movie. Let me double check. So, Gossip Girl. Okay, so no, it wasn't. So basically, the original one is it came out in 2007, you see. Yeah. It's a American drama series. Mm-hmm. And so basically, a popular student at her private school, basically, her perfect life is unsettled by her ex-best friend who enrolls into the same institution, right?
Yeah.
That's how the original one is. But the new one is so dope. Like, the new one is proper. It's more, people have more in common in it and stuff. So if I go into 2021. So the 2021 version is like obviously 8 years after the original website went dark. A new generation of New York private school teenagers are introduced to the social of Gossip Girl, right? So, like I said before, the teachers are the ones who are doing it rather than the best friend or the sister. And it's a teen drama as well.
Yeah.
And it's on BBC One.
Yeah.
And it is amazing. Like, I think it's streamed on, I think it's through Joshua Safran for HBO Max. And like I said before, it had 10 episodes. Actually, has 12 episodes. My bad. So nearly a decade after the conclusion of the original series, a new cast of Manhattan private schoolers takes the lead under the watchful eye of the Gossip Girl, and they are their teachers. And the students to this day, they don't know it's their teachers who are spreading the gossip about them, right? They're spreading like different gossip about them on social media, and the students are constantly always trying to find out who's doing this, who's doing that, blah blah blah.
Kind of sick. And
yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope. It's really, it's like nearly 10 years later they revamp it, and I'm not going to front. It's really, really, really good, and all characters as well individually amazing. All of them hands down smashed it.
Is it still going?
I'm surprised. What's her name again? It's still going. Yeah, you can watch it right now on BBC. I'm surprised BBC. Someone like Zendia. Is that her name? Zendia?
Yeah. What's that series actually done that was supposed to be kind of mad?
Oh, you're talking about. You're talking about. Oh my god, my mind's gone blank. Euphoria.
Yeah. Euphoria.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, Euphoria is.
Is it still going?
It's still going. I think season 2 has come out. I've not started season 2 yet. I finished season 1.
Yeah.
But I think with Euphoria, some people like it, some people don't like it. I think some people just don't get, teenagers doing such dark stuff, and the stuff they're doing, you don't think a teenager would do it. So you're thinking, what the hell?
Yeah.
So it's cool. That's kind of how people love Zendaya as well, because she smashes it. Every scene she does is like unbelievable. And that one's good. What else is out there that's really popping? What else there again? Obviously Ozark. Everybody's talking about Ozark. That's big. That's been out now.
Since you've put me onto that, I'm gonna watch it when I can still.
Yeah, try to, because it's every episode is like a movie. I'm not joking.
Don't even spoil it for me. But I'm definitely gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Legit.
Every character, every actor, actress, like Oscar performance all the way through. And even one of the main actors, he's actually a comedian in real life. So when you start watching, all you're thinking is this guy's a funny guy, But in Ozark, he's serious. But because he's a comedian by first, that's what he does. He does have that little sarcasm here and there. He throws it in there as well. So it's kind of nice, but it's amazing. I don't want to spoil it for you. It has a Breaking Bad vibe to it as well, but it's more... Breaking Bad's different, but this is next level. This is a different league. Some people may disagree, but trust me, this show is a different league compared to Ozark. Ozark is up there.
I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow, and I'm gonna WhatsApp you tomorrow, voice note you, and just be like, let you know what I'm feeling, what I think of the show, man.
Exactly.
How many seasons
it's
is it
amazing.
in now?
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, how many seasons is it on?
It's on season 4.
And how many episodes per season?
It varies. So I say between 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I say about 8 to 10, but I may be wrong. Let me double check. So Ozark, because the new one's it's already released 7 episodes already. So clearly it must be. So let's say, for example, Ozark season 3. So season 3 has 10 episodes. So it's kind of what I did think is roughly between 8 and 10 episodes. Season 2, 10 episodes each season, 10 episodes each season. And from start to finish, you're hooked. You're completely hooked. When you watch, you're going to be like, oh my days. The one I'm watching now is holy wow.
Them ones, yeah.
It's every episode.
Girl like Kim is on these TV series, boy.
I love it. I love it. Netflix, holla. Amazon, holla. Apple TV, holla.
What about Disney Plus?
Disney Plus, holla. What's the other ones again?
Hulu.
Hulu.
HBO Max.
HBO. All of you guys holler at me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, speaking about that.
All the shows are dope,
man. You know
There's even a show called Insecure. Dope as well.
You know they're dropping the new Batman movie. They're dropping that on HBO Max in March as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of strange because I would have thought they would have pushed that just for the movies to take their money in and so forth. But I was like, HBO Max, the piracy in that movie is going to be insane.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
The thing is, I know they're doing all different things right now. I know loads of these different broadcasters are all trying to just push these shows out at the moment. But I think what Disney Plus is doing is really, really smart, because when it first came out, everyone's like, oh, what's all of this? What's this? What's that?
Yeah.
But they build it. They build it really slowly. They want to make sure they got the platform correct, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then when they're ready, to their
competitors. You see, they added that new section to it, Stars.
Pardon?
They've added that section to Disney Plus called Stars, where you can watch all these movies. Like Die Hard is on there. Like so many movies are on there.
Mate, it's unreal. It's unreal.
They're trying to they're taking. It's like Captain America: Civil War. They're taking down Netflix, boy.
Wow, but it's a shame that it's not a shame, but this is the world we're in. If who would have thought that Netflix would have been that cheeky to say we're upping our subscription, and then you have their competitor to say, hey, we've got what we needed now, and all of your potential viewers are now coming over to our sides now. But I think real Netflix users, like loyal users, they will always keep Netflix, because with Netflix it has such a vast variety of different things. So it's like you might want to watch, I don't know, comedy, adventure, like thriller, horror, you name it. There's always something to watch. That's what's so dope about Netflix. And Netflix is like literally like it has, you name it, it has it all. It has the things from you wouldn't think it has to what it should have. And with Disney, I feel with Disney, it's like, get in, and also it's going to be amazing. So whether you're going to get on Disney Plus, this stuff, this show, that movie, amazing. And we'll see how it goes though, because I was quite surprised, but it's a shame for Netflix. But I'm a loyal Netflix person. I'll keep my Netflix and I'll keep Disney. So
Netflix, if you're listening to us, you should hire Kim. And you know what I'm saying? She'll bring in that money for you still, boy. Yeah, man.
I'm still a loyal Netflix fan. You can up your subscription. Kim. It's fine, man. It's okay. Yeah. we got this. We got this.
No, but the thing is, it's really cool, because it's nice to see you're speaking about things that you love. Like the fact that you just love to binge watch and TV series, and you can just like create content around it. It's nice, man. It's easy. It's easy for you, isn't it? It's easy.
I just love it. Like, some people's like, why don't you come out? And I'm like, no, I'm all right, thanks. I'm going to just chill and watch Netflix. They're like, huh? I'm like, yeah. Like, they're like, okay. But they don't get it. No, some people get it. Like, when I speak to some people, they're like, I finished that season already. I'm like, wow, there's obviously hundreds of thousands of people out there like just like me who do the same thing. So it's like, I'm all for it, man. Don't worry, Netflix. It's all right. I got you.
We got you in it. We're on the Netflix monthly payroll from you guys. You guys should be paying us still. Do you get me for watching your shows?
Basically, yeah. Like, we should be, them dope ambassadors in the UK, because clearly everything seems to be American-based. It's not a biggie. I get it's an American company, blah, blah, blah. But I feel that they should have more over here in the UK, because, I don't know, like, I'm sure they have, like, a graph to show their most users are based, blah, blah, blah.
It's true, man.
They should, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the UK users are up there, And I don't think... Can they use Netflix in China or Japan?
Possibly. I think they should be able to. Actually, I'm not even too sure.
I doubt it, because they're so strict out there. So let's double check. So, because I know you may have to. So Netflix in China. Let's have a look.
People on the VPN, boy.
See, I knew it. It isn't. The situation is that only certain countries have been licensed to stream Netflix content, and China is not one of them. Although Netflix website is accessible, unlike Facebook or Twitter, you'll see a notice like, sorry, Netflix hasn't come to this part of the world.
Oh, bro.
So, yeah. I thought so, yeah. I think most people who try, I think they might have to, you know, use a VPN or whatever it is, but I don't even think they can even do that either, because
it's that strict.
They're so strict over there. They have they're just doing their own thing. I won't be surprised, they probably have their own version out there. So so when I check it, technically you can probably stream some of the platform over there, but that, like I said before, that's basically using a VPN, but it's not, you know, it's not a case that it might be happening. So yeah, it's a shame. I knew it, and they got such an awesome like Chinese and, you know, Japanese shows and movies. Like, that's what I've noticed on Netflix as well. They got like they're putting more and more like Asian content and movies and stuff like that on there, because they're showing.
Yeah,
that's what I love about Netflix, man. Literally, you can learn about cultures. Like, you can learn so much about the world. You know, it's amazing, man. You know, it's like when you go on YouTube. It's a tool for everything in the world. And with Netflix, it's kind of up there as well. You can literally just, I don't know, type something random in a search bar, and it'll kind of auto filter what you want to see, and that's you. You just go with that, and I love it. It's like if I type in, I don't know, the Django, for example, it'll show me like 10, 15 different movies similar to that. Or if I typed in, like, I don't know, what show can I say, for example, Daredevil, you'll just see all of it. Just all the things are like linked to Daredevil will disappear on your search, which is amazing. That's what I love about Netflix as well. Yeah.
The algorithm is cool, because I typed in like a Keanu Reeves movie, and it wasn't there, but they gave me pretty much all of these movies that were there. I was like, yeah.
You see, that's what I mean. You see, because I know. Obviously, there's certain movies and TV shows that we have on the Netflix UK, but obviously Netflix USA, they won't have it. Do you know what I mean? So, because there's certain shows, I'm like, oh, let's search it. And when I search on Netflix UK, it's like, it's not coming up. But, you know, in the USA, it will come up. So it's like, oh, what bug? It's a bummer. I have to end up Googling it and watching it or something. But apart from that, it's the best. I mean, I've been a loyal fan since day one, you know?
You know, Netflix is...
Yeah, come on.
You know, I'm waiting for...
Since it came out, it's genius. Absolute genius. Like, when it came out, I was like, there's no need to buy these DVDs anymore. There's no need to do this and no need to do that. And the thing is, people don't actually know. They actually launched it in 1997.
Yeah, it was mad popular. Yeah, I remember. No, I don't remember, but I heard it was ages ago, yeah.
Yeah, like they started in 1997, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew, and they just start getting really cool like deals for people. Like, for example, they got a new one. I think there's something on Netflix to do with Ronaldo, the footballer. But I think what they've done is they've called it, I think it's about his girlfriend. What's her name again? Her name, that's it, Georgina. So it's called Georgina. Like, because when I saw it, it popped up on my, new, whatever show going on, but it's called, I think it's called Georgina. Yeah, the show will air on Netflix. Cristiano Ronaldo's girlfriend Georgina shocked the world early this month when she announced she was what do you call it? When she's launched her own reality TV show on Netflix, and that's what she's done basically. So yeah, it's quite cool. I'll give that a try in the next couple of days. Because it's real. Well, it's about their
your watch list
lives and stuff.
So your watch list on Netflix must be insane.
Yeah.
How many shows?
It's a bit of everything, honestly.
How many shows have you roughly got?
I love watching, like, some people think it's a bit dark and stuff, but I like watching, like, those investigation shows, like the murders and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
there's so many of that. That's what I love about that on Netflix. There's so much of that stuff on it. So I'll probably click on one and watch like 3 episodes and it's finished, and they'll show me another episode, another show similar, and that's it. So yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like that still. You're I'm scared to pop open your Netflix flipping list. Might just be like pop up in my face.
It's amazing, man.
20,000 shows
really
on your
cool
list
as well. It's just really, really cool. It's like
it's
what I love
convenient,
about
isn't
it as well is it's very current as well. They always seem to have things that's related to what's happening now in the world. So, for example, when COVID started, it started to come up all these shows and like all these like different stuff. I think there was one called Contagious or something.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think was that a movie? Yeah,
right?
Was it a movie? Right?
Yeah, the movie Contagious. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
that came out, and then there's all these other ones. You're like, oh my gosh, like it's just when you watch Contagious, you're like, it's as if this has been set up from day dot. But let's not get into our conspiracies and all of that. That's for another day. But I know Contagious was big. Like when obviously everyone was at home, everyone was like watching all these shows. But it was like I think it's quite cool, especially when it shows you about a group of medical experts that must race against time to an unknown virus. It's not called Contagious, actually. It's called Contagion. My bad, sorry. Contagion. And it's got really cool actors in it as well. It's got our man like Morpheus in it. Come on.
Yeah. Neo, do you believe?
Do you want the blue pill?
You know what? I was watching the first Matrix movie the other day, yeah, and I was like, the kind of information I missed out. That movie is
unreal.
Yeah, man. The lines they drop in there, like, I was speaking to Robert basically about it, and I said, no, was it Robert? No, I was speaking to a man like, I can't remember who I was speaking to about it, funny enough. But anyways, I was saying if you look at it realistically, Neo, he actually became Morpheus in a way. It was kind of interesting when the first Matrix movie, he actually became free like Morpheus was. It was interesting. That movie is so...
Because Morpheus helped him become free, you know?
Yeah.
He was always fighting it. And that's what I like about the new one, even though some people don't agree, but with the new one, it's like, he kind of like, he is Morpheus and more, because obviously Morpheus helped him tap into a place he didn't think he could tap into. And now he's already tapped into that. Pardon?
Yeah, he pretty much helped him to free his mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what was even more cool was obviously the fact that the agents and stuff, they actually start to realise, you know what?
It was interesting because when I watched that movie, for the entertainment value, I was like, nah. But for what they showed, if you decoded the movie and watched it, it was amazing what they dropped in the movie. Like it was when they dropped the information in there, it's like it was just imagine coming out of the Matrix to think that your life basically didn't really exist, and your life was, you know, the Matrix made Neo's life into a computer game that they said that he made, and he thought he was going insane.
Basically, yeah.
Like he thought number one, he thought that that the Matrix was nonsense, and then he thought basically that he was a suicide victim. Wow, his consciousness or his spirit was like, nah, you gotta wake up. This is nonsense. Wake up. So it was like his mind,
like, this is not real.
His mind was fragmented into 3 parts, and what made it even more insane was, you know, Morpheus at the start. Morpheus was an agent, so it was like it's like Morpheus and Agent Smith were one particular person, and then it was like Neo's consciousness or whatever freed pretty much Morpheus to so it took the dream state to another level. But thinking of that, it was amazing. But for the effects and everything else, it weren't no Matrix movie. But if you watch it beyond the entertainment value, it was sick, man. It was really in that essence.
It was like, oh, what is this? But it's called the Matrix Resurrection.
But you know what, Kim? Yeah, you know what was mad? They were taking the piss out Warner Brothers. It felt like it was meant to confuse the people who was watching it, because it confused me at the start. I was like, what is going on?
And I think that's why what's her fate? The director Lana.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say surname properly. Sorry if you hear this, Lana. Lana
Wachowski. I can't pronounce it.
Wachowski.
Yeah.
Wachowski. I am not being rude or any form towards your surname. That's how I think it's pronounced. But it's probably more of a... Because I think where are they from again? I think they're originally from... they're sisters, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, they're sisters, aren't they? And the thing is, I think they're from, because I don't want to say they're from this country. It's completely incorrect. But if I can remember when I think of that surname, Wachowski, it's so bad when I'm saying it. I don't know, to be fair, because obviously they're American, but that surname is like a, what do you call it? Surname? It's like a. Obviously, it's a European surname for sure. It's European. But I don't know. I don't want to say Polish. I was going to say Poland. What do you think?
I haven't got a clue.
I just don't want to say another country. It's like, no, that is not correct.
But yeah.
Because they're from America.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I don't want to be like, yeah, they're American, but I'm sure their parents are like, they migrated to the US probably like decades ago. And that's how their kids got into the directing roles. And they create dope movies, man. They create future films. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I love about them. Them sisters, they create future films.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
They were smart, man. I mean, the whole concept of the Matrix. In the current situation of what's happening in the world, you can play that first Matrix movie now, and people relate to it. It's just,
correct.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's. I loved it. I loved it, and the first one, it had the occult knowledge, the metaphysics, you could dissect the first Matrix movie into so many. Yeah,
I think if the Matrix came out in 2020, people will be like, I get it. They were like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But because it came out like 8, 9?
It blew people's minds, didn't it, at that time?
It blew people's minds. But the people who was able to open their minds in that way, they see that they can see the little symbols, little messages, little meanings behind every little thing. Like every scene had a different meaning, and that was what's so cool about it. And I know some people had a high expectance of what part 4 be like.
Resurrections. Yeah.
Remember, part 1, 2, 3, they've already shown us what they need to show us already. Yeah. Part 4 is more of a resurrection, showing you as times pass. As you said, they made him feel like he's created a game or whatever it is, but it's they've actually blocked his mind from knowing that who he really is. And that's why it's like in the real world, there's a lot of people who don't really know their true potential, and they're just blocked. And it's kind of similar to what I put up the other day on Instagram. You know the rich man, the rich dad, poor dad guy.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've never read the book, but
you know who he is, right? The guy. What's his name again? You know what I mean. He released that book probably about 10 years ago.
I know it.
I read it and everything. Have you read it yet?
No, I've never read it, but I've heard of it. I've heard of the book.
Yeah, his name's Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
And basically his wife, Kim, funny enough, she's another Kim.
Oh,
she's got a little footage, and it's so true what she's saying about the school system, what it does to you, and it teaches you to to do things on your own. It tells you that there's only one answer. it's, you know, like, when you actually check it, there's never just one answer to anything. There's thousands of answers to everything. And I feel like the school system kind of pushes and suppresses people's minds to feel that there's only one answer. So when you go into the real world, you always think that's one way only. You can never, if you fail once, that's it. And that's not right. They need to kind of change the school system, because it makes these youngsters feel when they leave, this is it. And it's not. But one thing I can say is the younger generation now, I'm happy for them, because they have access to certain things that we didn't have access to. We had to kind of like, you know, watch this movie or go on the internet, do this, do that. But they got access to like social media, blah, blah, blah. So they can tap into anything they really want to now, which is amazing. And that's probably hence why a lot of these youngsters are very open and very, you know, like their mind's free, man. Like they are free.
It's true. Going back to the Matrix, it was about breaking the system. Because do you remember right at the end of the first Matrix movie, when he calls the Matrix, he goes, "I know who you are."
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, so yeah, it was
amazing.
It's about not being dumbed down and so forth. But that's what the fourth one spoke about. Because remember, I believe it was the architect, the guy that was speaking to Neo. He goes, "People don't want to be free. They love the system. They're dependent on the system." You know?
Exactly, and it's true. The thing is, you do have a huge percentage of people who like the system. They like to know they wake up, go to work. They go to work every single day, or 5 days a week. They do it. Then end of the month they get paid. That's it. They're happy. It's a repeat.
It's
and it's like a psychological thing, because it's like releasing certain chemicals, and your brains think, yeah, I'm getting paid this time in the month.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to work. I'm working for somebody. I'm doing this and doing that. But if people actually read in between the lines, they will actually realise that you need to free yourself from the system, basically, because what's going on around the world right now, they're trying to box people up. And by doing that, everyone stay in your home. Don't go out if they need to go out. They've been doing that for the last 2 years. Nearly 2 years, should I say, 23 months or whatever it is. But now people are becoming more woke and more alert and realise that this is all just clout, man. They did it on purpose, do whatever they want to do. But like I said, our conspiracies chat will be another chat we have, because I can go on for days and hours about that stuff. So,
people have woken up. They are. It's funny. When you think, I didn't realise until someone told me this. They said if you look at the word Neo and you spell it backwards, it's actually one. So he is the one. We are the one.
The one, yeah, of course, the one.
Or the neocortex of the brain. Oh, the
it's
Neo, the one.
It's so smart, honestly. That's why I say them sisters, amazing. And the nail on the head, honestly.
And Morpheus.
What made them even think to even make such a movie? I'm just wondering, what inspired them to create such a film? Is it a case of the other movies they've done in the past inspired them to do that? Or is it...
Well, remember, I heard from what I was hearing, it was that black lady that made the Matrix. Was named Sophia Stewart, and then Warner Brothers pretty much took the information and they made the Matrix and didn't give her anything. And then she sued and won the case.
I can imagine. Come on.
It was interesting.
The mother of the Matrix. Yeah, I can see. She's got even her own, like, what do you call it? She's got like her own like story thing, paperback. The mother of the Matrix, the Sophia Stewart story.
Yeah, so that's why the first Matrix was so good, because it was, from what I was hearing, it was a philosophy. I believe she based it on ancient. She based it on black characters, I believe, from ancient Black Egypt, back in those days.
Wow!
That's what I was hearing. I haven't read the book, but she put all the philosophy, the energy into that particular literally series 100%. Hold up, Kim, one sec.
It's amazing how they did it, man. Like, I know people had certain, I wish it was this, I wish it was that, but come on, man. If you're a real Matrix fan, you'll understand why they've done it this way. So, I'm just trying to think. So, you got that one. There's something I was trying to look at before, not the Matrix. It was the Matrix. I'm just doing the Matrix, obviously. Oh, that's what it was. You can see how you said Neo, his name backwards, If you turn it around, it's the one.
Yeah.
And spot on. But my thing is, like, Trinity. I think Trinity is what kind of blew me. I'll be completely honest. Like, I was like, she's the one as well. Like,
yeah, but
fact, it was like,
but
yeah, go on.
But the thing is this. The thing is, I was like, how is she the one? But then, what's really interesting was it's like
Because she makes him the one.
Yeah, well, what, unless they're saying they both became the one when they got together, because she never showed any, of any throughout the more traces movie that she was the one. But I think.
Do you remember in the first one when he was nearly about to die, and she literally just was also remember her teardrop made him.
She brought him to life.
And he was on beast mode straight away. He was on smoke straight away. He was like, what? Like, he went ham on Agent Smith, yeah. He couldn't believe it.
He's my
so
guy,
there's always been that link there. What I'm trying to say, what was so beautiful is basically Neo, his love is what made him proper free. The person who able to give him that love to make him free was Trinity. So Trinity is a part of his process, right? So that's why I feel when Trinity's not around, he's not as strong as he is. Does that make sense, right?
No, fair enough.
So that's how they kind of like was being slick by saying, "I'm not the one who's flying right now."
But the thing is, he never. Like, but the thing is, it's funny because remember he never throughout.
He was like they went on topic. He was like they went to another place there where they got Trinity flying. Like, why did they do that? But I like it because it just shows two becomes one. But that's clearly. Go on, sorry.
No, I'm just saying. But that's the thing. Neo never said he was the one at the start. Anyway, he never did say that.
It's true.
People
Morpheus
forget that.
Said it. Correct.
But
Morpheus said he was the one. However, Morpheus saw something in him that he didn't see, and he needed to find his partner and his partner. And when you think about it, when you marry or you meet a loved one, like when you become one, you're unstoppable. Do you know what I mean? Like no one can come for you. Like, so that's what was quite cool about the way they've done that. Because obviously I was a little bit like what? She flies.
What's going on?
She can. This is wild. Like, I love it. Like, but I know some fans were like, "What the f is going on here?"
Yeah, that's the thing. That movie, I would have to watch it over again because you can't take all of it in at once.
Like 3 times or 4
times. You can't take the Matrix basically in with one movie.
That's the sort of movie you need to watch several times for you to realize. It's just like what you said before earlier. You said Matrix 1. You watched it the other day and you're like, there's so many messages and things in that first movie you didn't realize until watching it again. But also as well, because you're obviously a bit more maturer and your mind is a little bit, you're taking in, you're listening and taking the things you need to listen and take in. Whereas when you was younger, when you watched it like 10, 15 years ago or 20 years ago, shall I say, your mentality wasn't a certain way, so you're not really looking out for those little key little messages, right? But now you're mature, now you understand, you're like, boom, 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 you get it now. So I think it's dope, man. It's dope. I know some people don't really agree, but amazing.
People watched it. People tried to watch the last Matrix movie for the entertainment. And I was like, for entertainment, I was like, nah, it weren't entertainment.
No. There was a few scenes here and there. Like, for example, I love the scene, when I think it's when when Neo is like, right, if she doesn't come back, if Trinity doesn't stay, then you can do what you want to do with me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, no, before that happened actually, what I loved is when the guys from what's that city again where Jada Pinkett is? Nairobi. Is it Nairobi?
That's her name.
No, not what's that place again where they stay?
It's not Zion. It's something else. I forgot, man.
Yeah, there's another one. But the people from Zion.
Yeah.
What I loved, the scene when it all come walking through the shades on, yeah, it was like, jeez, like they all had their shades on, like walking in, like, yeah. It was on smoke, man. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was so sick. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Excuse me. And then all of a sudden, Trinity's like, no, this is not me. Da, 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 da. And you see her husband, she's walking away, then I don't even know if anyone's, people who have not seen Matrix yet, then my bad. But it came out a good month ago, so
you're late if you
that's on you. If you thought you're spoiling it for me, that's not my problem. It came out over a month ago. But anyways, when she realised this is not me, this is all fake, this is not me. And then her husband, who they created for her, and her kids, and the son was like, come on, mommy. And the husband was like, come on. He's holding her hand, and come on. And she was like, don't touch me. I don't like what she's. What were they calling her in it again?
So it was Tiffany.
They called her. Do you remember her name was a certain thing in it? It was called.
It was Tiffany. I swear it was Tiffany.
That's it, Tiffany. That's it. I think she was like, I do not call me.
She goes, don't effing call me that. My name is Trinity. You better get your hands off me.
Yeah, I loved it, man. Honestly, I think that scene was like, yeah, like it was. I think it was getting like, it was like, oh my god, because I'm not gonna front. When I first watched it, and he was trying to like bring her on board and blah blah blah. Then when Trinity was like, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not that person. Like, and when she was walking away, I was just like, oh, he's actually going to lose her. And then Papa told her, wait a minute. No, he isn't the one. Our bond is too real. And then, you know, when she literally fought her way through the crowd and they grabbed each other's hands. Oh my god! It was like literally. It was just showing people the power of these two is next levels. Like Neo is, everyone knows hands down here. He's really strong, but him connected with Trinity, it is a madness. Like it's a madness. Like seriously. So yeah, like to the movie, man, it was amazing. I think some people may have a little, disagreement, but whatever. But I thought it was amazing. I loved it through and through from start to finish. I loved it, and I loved the choice of characters as well, because a lot of people were expecting the original Agent Smith and all these people, but yeah, you know what? I think it did all right. I think it did good. It did good.
Yeah, them two can never be replaced, man. Morpheus and Agent Smith. Lawrence Fishburne and Eve. What's his name? The guy that plays Agent Smith. Forgot his name, but
the guy who plays Agent Smith.
He's a G.
What's his face? Pardon?
I love him, man. The way he plays that character is amazing. Mr. Anderson.
He's dope. You're talking about
Yvonne. I forgot his name.
What's his name again?
I don't know, but he's in Lord of the Rings as well.
Yes. If I'm not incorrect, he's an English actor originally, isn't he? Or Australian?
I think he's English.
I think he's English. Yeah, I think he's English. Like, his name is because obviously the new Agent Smith is Jonathan Groff. He did really well, bless him. I liked him. He was good. But there was the original Hugo Weaving.
That's it. Nah.
Hugo Weaving.
When I saw him trying to that guy play Agent Smith, I was like, nah. The thing is, you just can't replace those characters.
You can't replace those characters, but at the same time, you kind of have to think of it like, remember, if I'm not incorrect, wasn't Neo missing for like 60 years?
Yeah, for 60 years still.
There you go. So they kind of have to be realistic, man. They have to, man. They can't be having him.
No,
they could have, but
they could have because he's a computer program.
True.
Only Morpheus was the one. Only Morpheus it made when they said his situation. I was like, okay, but
do you know what's a really, really? This is just amazing. Do you know what? He's an English actor, right? Yeah. However, there's a really, really interesting fact about him. Guess what?
What?
Guess where he was born?
North London.
Nope. In Nigeria.
Who? Which one?
Hugo Wallace, Agent Smith.
Oh, but where's he originally from?
So he's English. He's English, but he was born in Nigeria. So basically, his
Is he
parents,
Nigerian in origin?
Were working out there. So basically, he was born in Abadan in Nigeria in 1960, 4th of April. But because loads of like English people, they work in Nigeria, right? And sometimes if your mum or mainly your dad, possibly there might be, I don't know, in the army or whatever it is. But he is born in the colonial Nigeria to English parents, and then he resided in Australia for practically his whole career. And we got to be honest, right? If you're from Australia or from the UK, your whatever actor school you go to is going to be world class. Let's be honest, most Australian actors are world class actors, right? Or actresses. Like, some people don't agree. If you don't agree, fair enough. But I'm just talking fact stuff right now, because if you want to say who is really big from Australia, do we really need to go there?
Man, like Thor, innit?
So
Chris
cool,
Hemsworth.
Man. He's born in Nigeria. That's amazing.
Good for him.
Oh my gosh.
Happy.
That is such a random fact. Like, literally.
Yeah.
He's a son of da-da-da-da. His mum was a former teacher. His dad was a seismologist. Okay. But, they were living in Bedford and Brighton. And then they moved to Melbourne, and then Sydney in Australia, then Johannesburg. He had a really cool life. Then he returned back to the UK, and then they moved to near Bristol. He's had a quite awesome upbringing, awesome life. Yeah, but that's he went to I think he went to like a theatre school in Australia as well. But yeah, man like Ada Smith, man like Hugo Weaving, come on.
He's my guy still.
My guy, come on.
Man, like.
But do you know what? I was surprised. I was like, at first, I said, why is he not in the Matrix? What happened? And then I think maybe he just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I it could be a thing of where him and Lawrence Fishburne probably read the script and they were like, nah, we're not into it. Or they weren't invited to do the movie. Who knows?
That's what it could be. They probably weren't invited to do it.
Or it could have been filming schedules.
There's a reason why he wasn't in it.
It could have been.
I heard Matrix 4. What happened?
I heard he wasn't in it because I think he had my guy Agent Smith. I think he had what did he do? I think he was filming possibly. Off what I was hearing. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, okay. So apparently originally he was going to be in the movie, but apparently there was some scheduling conflicts that didn't allow him to do it.
That was it, yeah.
So I'm assuming something to do with COVID, right?
Possibly. Well, hopefully, when they're doing the next Matrix, he'll be in there.
Well, he said how he believed only the director of the film could answer that. So you know what that means? He
ain't saying nothing, boy.
It is what it is, man. But I think if them two were in the movie, I'm sure it would have had a more great success. However, what can you do, right?
Of course, they were like, Morpheus. He was the pinnacle of the movie. He was, if you think of the first Matrix movie, he had more lines than Neo did, and Keanu Reeves did. Yeah.
But do you know what it was as well? I think as well, it's obviously scheduling reasons and the directors moving, whatever. But however, I do genuinely feel as well that, like you said, the script maybe is not what they wanted to do. And also as well, these people they're grown people now. Do you know what I mean? Like, man like Ada Smith is like 61 years old. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think he has it in him to be doing all those moves.
Nah, he does. He does, man.
But I think...
I think he does.
It's amazing.
That's like William Dafoe that did the Goblin in Spider-Man No Way Home. He's 66 years old. They did his own stunts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was his son, Harry Weaving. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. That's amazing. His son's in a few shows I've watched as well.
Mhm.
Okay. But yeah, it's just quite that cool fact, man. Who would have thought? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, but it did throw me because when I first watched it, I was like, who is this dude? Who's his black brother? I was like, who's his brother? Like, who's this guy who's literally saying I'm Morpheus? I was like, nah, I'm not. I was like, nah, don't take the piss. But that was the Morpheus. But they did a lot of flashbacks. Did you notice they did a lot of flashbacks in the Matrix as well?
No, of course, because it was
Which,
yeah. Well, it makes sense to a degree because he was having flashbacks.
yes. So that's why, in a way, Morpheus was kind of in the movie, and Agent Smith, the original Agent Smith, Hugo, they were both in the movie, but it was more of a flashback sort of thing. They just reminiscing, and it was going back in time here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, they just couldn't use him as the. But I'll be honest, the new Agent Smith, I think he was all right. What do you think? What, Jonathan Frost?
I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it again, but he was way too soft for me.
Yeah, he gave me what's that show on Netflix that everyone keeps talking about, and I still need to figure out watch it. It's that one of that guy the guy who watched the girl through the window, the stalker guy.
I think
It's huge on Netflix, man. How can I forget it?
Is that when he inserts himself into people's lives?
Pardon?
Is it the one where he inserts himself into people's lives?
That's it. You.
That's it.
Yeah. He gave me kind of that you guy vibes, right?
Yeah, he wasn't really
typical villain.
He wasn't really threatening. My guy, man like Smith. He was like, Mr. Anderson. Like you hear him say that, you just get like, right, who is this guy? You know, because Smith.
When I clocked he was Agent Smith, I was like, because you know what it is, yeah. Like I didn't when I first went to Matrix, I wasn't like, right, let's see this, let's see that. I didn't do that. I legit just watched it and just surprised me. I think it was Christmas Day. Yeah, this surprised me. Let me see. And
yeah, it was.
I was a bit like, oh, you're okay. But I know what you mean. I didn't get that fear factor from him really. Yeah,
because Agent Smith, he's vicious, but he's so classy and just calm at the same time.
Very, very. But this one they used, he was
like a modern day.
He was classy to a degree, but he just didn't have the like. He didn't have
he didn't have the Smithness.
He didn't come across like
Didn't have.
They've done that, but they've done that on purpose, though. Surely, come on, they've done it on purpose.
Yeah.
Even Morpheus. Why? There's nothing wrong with them doing that, but look at the Morpheus they used.
He was too cool.
That Morpheus, completely different. You would never think that would be a Morpheus, but they obviously, used
I don't know.
Morpheus.
I think they tried to also revamp these characters for this particular era.
They did. I think possibly they might revamp it, and possibly I know you're probably thinking if they do that, it's no Matrix, but you never know. They probably will end up revamping Neo's role. They'll probably get a new Keanu, a new what's her face, Trinity lady. They'll possibly change it because the Chowalski sisters, whoever, they probably want to build a huge franchise of it and probably start, I don't know, episodes, seasons, a TV series possibly, and maybe with them starting TV series, they can link the new and a new Morpheus into it.
I reckon they'll probably do a spin-off series onto something else because I don't know, man. They if to do another Matrix movie, they're really gonna have to give the fans more if they
They
want.
got, they got, they got to really, really pull out the bag.
Yeah, they
I don't know
have to, because
what can they do? What else can they do, though, man?
nah, because
We've seen it all. We've seen the machine, the rise of the machines, the fall of machines. We've seen it all.
you know what it
else
is?
can they
I
do?
think I don't know, man. I think just people just want to see they just want to see what they've seen in the Matrix. They want to see the martial arts, the guns, and everything else.
The special effects,
Yeah, it
yeah.
didn't have any of that. Neo was like he wasn't even Neo. It was
But when you actually check it, though, they don't need to, because as far as they're concerned, they're the real dons of it. They're the ones who started it. They're the original. They're the ones who brought this special. They didn't really bring it. Let's be honest. Lord of the Rings, like, hello. Like, that's what I love about Agent Smith, because he is, if I'm not incorrect, he done the Matrix, and after the Matrix, he done the Lord of the Rings, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Now, Lord of the Rings, people know till this. I don't know. Quote me if I'm wrong. Till today in 2022, hands down, one of the best films out there, right?
Yeah.
It is very long-winded. It's what, 3 hours, whatever it is. But it's what? Who can have you sit down for? I need to actually double check how long the movie is, because
You need to look at the extended cut.
yeah. So the Lord of the Rings, yeah, the Lord of the Rings. Even like, for example, they got a new thing coming out on Netflix soon, right? I think it's probably out already. Lord of the Rings, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that when it comes out.
so they have there's so many different versions of it. But here we go. So look, geez, dude, box office, yeah. All three films totaled up to $2.9 billion, yeah.
Right.
Right. Here we go. Some of these actors don't need to act no more, you know. Like, let's just leave it like that. But basically, what film? Where is it? So basically, Lord of the Rings. Here we go. So duration. So I've got some really long nails on at the moment. So when I'm typing on my phone, it's like, here we go. All right, perfect. So, okay, it's what head, but on average, we'll say between 3 to 3.5 hours. Yeah, there's not a lot of movies that can have you sit down for 3.5 hours, just watching this pure dope. Yeah, like, let's be real. Everything about it, from the start to the finish, was dope. Like, everything. And
Mordo.
oh, it's giving me memories. Like, oh my god,
You shall not pass.
everything. Oh my gosh, like, it's just giving me flashback memories of everything about these characters. Excuse me. And when you actually see most of the characters who were in the movie, some of them have gone on to do the biggest stuff out there. Some are simple. They're doing, like, you know, like, they're doing Broadway, you know, do you know what I mean? They're not really acting in movies now, because I think 3 seasons were enough for them. Like Elijah Woods, for example, like Sean Astin, like Orlando Bloom, all these people, like, they don't really need to do much really now, but I know the world's their oyster right now, because one person who is always going to be my favourite, I think my favourite character has to be, do you know what? Yeah, I've got top 3. I've got top 3. My top 3 is going to be Boromir or Boromir, Gollum. No, I need 2 more. I got Gandalf. Oh my god. Do you know what? Smeagol's has to be one of them as well, man. I'm sorry, Smeagol's, amazing. Like, I remember back in the days, you know, when they first done it, it shows you movie and how they done Smeagol's and how they had to do his mate. They had to do the special effects and stuff to make him look a certain way. Wait, why did they not show Smeagol's? What's that all about? Wait. Smeagol. My G. Yeah, Andy Serkis, that's his name. Amazing. That's his name. I was thinking, where is he? Andy Serkis. I think I said his name already to you, yeah. He's one of my favourites. I'm not going to lie, because it's not easy to do that sort of role. And you know what? That's what I love about it. This Andy Serkis, he's from North West London. Boop, boop. Yes. Come on. Man from North West London, rice slip, manner. Yeah, but I loved it because I remember when they showed the making of the movie with Smeagol, they put this stuff on his face, didn't they, and his body. So he was wearing like a special suit, and this is 2000. This is back, and I remember they filmed this in the late 90s, and it got released in 2000, 2001, whatever it is, or whatever. But I remember they were showing, this is back in the days. You know, back in the days on I'll say probably on Sky. Remember Sky used to have those those TV review shows, whatever. I remember showing a making of the show, and I think he was wearing like a suit or something, and on his suit it had these dots, whatever, and on these dots, that's how it reflected to become Smeagol's. And I just remember that guy, hands down. I remember being in school, like reenacting his character, freaking people out. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, Smeagol's in it. Like, he's amazing, man. Big up.
Nah, it's a sick movie still.
But when I think about the guys, Andrew Serkis is a fantastic actor anyways, because when you actually check his catalogue, the guy's movie catalogue is ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Oh, yeah, he was in Venom, wasn't he? He was in Venom last year.
Venom? I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I've not seen it either as well. But he was also in the Spider-Man movie.
Which one?
So he was in the scene. No, not my bad, not Spider-Man. He was in Black Panther.
Oh yeah, he's one that did the voice for. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Remember in Black Panther, he was the one who had the
claw.
What's it called again? The vein for Brennan. What's it called again?
Vibranium.
Because there's a V in it.
Vibranium.
That's it. Remember, he had the vibranium. He's shooting at everybody. That's him. That's the guy.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
You see the guy who created Black Panther. He. I don't know. He's obviously a great creator, artist, whatever. But his cast. He chose the cast perfectly. I can't think of a particular character in that movie where you say to yourself, nah, they shouldn't have done it. Nah. Every single person was just amazing. But going back to Andy Serkis, his catalogue is absolutely ridiculous. From Star Wars to Avengers to like Mowgli, dude. It's never ending.
I like it.
He's done some amazing movies. But for sure, I'm definitely going to go Netflix. I think I'm probably going to start the Lord of the Rings TV series, possibly.
Oh, it's on Netflix?
Next month. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix already.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. This podcast is live still, Kim. You're rolling in still.
Thank you. We can go on for days and days and days, but you know, people like myself I gotta wake up in like 6 hours.
All right. I gotta sleep.
I'm gonna 6 hours, and we'll go back to. We'll probably discuss another topic. I say something different.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't mind doing the movies and TV series, because with that stuff I could talk for hours and hours and hours. I wish we started a little bit earlier.
This one was
okay because it's literally midnight right now, and
plus it's strict.
The girl's tired, man.
Oh, me too. Plus it's strictly audio, so it's cool. It's strictly audio, so it's nice.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm sure you're tired as well.
Right.
Disclosure, people, I didn't want to do this today. I did tell him I want to do this on Friday, but of course, the Gemini convinced the Taurus, you know.
Yeah, man.
So, what can we do, eh?
All right. With that being said, people, we'll see you soon.
This is all real, authentic. It's not scripted. It's just natural freestyling, you know? It's all just coming out. So, you know, people. So what we'll say, what do you say? Do we say like, see you next time in episode 2?
Episode 2, but well, Kim will have her own series. It'll be episode 1. This will be episode 2.
No worries, but you have a good night, and anyone who's listening or does want to listen or whatever, enjoy. Keep it 100, keep it real. Don't be up. You don't need to, you know, have to think what I need to say or write. Just say it how it is. It's okay.
Fair enough. For that being said, people, will catch you in a bit.
Catch you in a bit.
Peace out. Peace out.
Sleep. Oh my god, it's bringing back memories. Oh my god.